How convenient of Tails to be right where Grounder dropped his oil can.
I don't want to wake Sonic, so I better follow Robotnik and check it out.
I know that the Sonic Says segment, where Sonic tells you you shouldn't leave without letting your parent or guardian know, isn't for another 2 episodes, but Tails really should know better to leave without Sonic knowing. If I was Sonic, I'd be more mad about Tails running off than I would for waking me. Is that a giant cherry?
We're about to enter the secret zone. There it is, the greatest secret on Mobius, my very own space center, Cape Robotnik.
If the rocket was already there, that means you had to have already been in this cave before. Couldn't you have just entered the cave the same way as before rather than make this new entrance? Also, this cavern doesn't have a roof. Couldn't you have just flown in from the top entrance?
Is Cape Robotnik always this dark?
Yeah, I can't wait for the sun to come up so we can see it.
You bolt brains, take off your blindfolds.
Why tell them to take their blindfolds off if you just take them off yourself?
You are now Astrobots.
I know they eventually bring it up anyway, but how could Robotnik not know that his robots don't need air tanks in order to survive in space?
Attention, Astrobots. All systems are go. We have a launch.
Lunch? Already? I didn't even have breakfast.
You don't ever need breakfast, lunch, or even dinner. Also, if Grounder did need a space helmet, this hole in the front of it would not be very effective.
Astrobot Grounder standing by. Oh!
How did this not break his helmet?
Increase your thrust to 32 million units and call me at the fortress when you reach the asteroid zone.
How is Robotnik able to talk to Scratch and Grounder as he is going down the elevator? He's not carrying a walkie-talkie as he exits the elevator.
Hear that? We're gonna run out of oxygen.
Chill, little pal. There's plenty of oxygen right out there.
What is it?
It's the abandoned space station.
How convenient of it to be there. Did Robotnik pack some extra spacesuits on the ship? Seems odd that they'd come in Sonic's size. What happened to the magnets?
Come on, Tails. We made it to the space station.
This rocket also had a spacesuit that fit Tails. That's my reaction too, Tails.
I've got a terrible cold and I'm starved.
How can you sneeze if you don't have a nose? How can you whistle with that space helmet on?
Hey, Mr. Monster! We'll help feed you!
How did Scratch know the slime monster wanted to eat Sonic and Tails? Did somebody working at the space station have this cauldron? And if so, why?
We'll fix you a nice warm bowl of hedgehog soup.
I think you mean Hedgehog and Fox soup. The hole that Sonic made to escape appears shortly after the slime monster lifts the cauldron instead of already be there. Also, these logs just shoot away on their own. How could Scratch get slime in his ears when he's wearing a helmet? Where was the slime monster's teeth before? Of course Scratch and Grounder didn't get killed from that. And their helmets didn't break either.
An escape pod. It must have got left behind when they abandoned this space station.
How convenient. Either Sonic is very strong or this escape pod is very light. Also, wouldn't it be easier to just drive it into the space hatch? Oh great, now Grounder has gained the ability to put his hands through his helmet. Oh, so you do have a nose? I guess that's worth a point subtraction. But since you hid it from us up until this point, I'm adding a point back.
Why is my precious rocket ship drifting up into deep space?
And why is that deep space so light and green?
I still don't understand how you got that slime creature to be so helpful.
Simple. I promised when we got to Mobius, he could have the biggest meal in the galaxy. Hey, big guy, there's your lunch. 12 zillion 4 million calories.
But didn't you say the Scratch and Grounder?
Talk to Rocheapnik. I bet he'll figure it'll cost him less to put you back together than to build new robots.
So if the Slime Monster eats Robotnik, how can he put Scratch and Grounder back together?
I'm simply famished. Why is my beautiful head drifting up into deep space? Oh, goody! The main course!